What's up guys, I'm Vocal Strike and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution. Last time we completed the 5Ds campaign, stopped Zone and his plans, and basically saved the New Domino City from destruction. This time we are going to be starting Yuma Tsukumo's story in Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal Story. Now, there are two ways you can actually say this name. The dubbed version calls it Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. The Japanese version calls it Yu-Gi-Oh! Zeal, with the X being silent. Both of them are officially considered correct. I am calling it Zexal, since I've watched the dubbed. I'm a bit of a dub loyalist when it comes to my anime. Go with the flow. Now loading Zexal Histories. Yuma Tsukumo's story begins on a day like any other at Heartland City's local middle school. It was there that he came across his friend Bronk dueling Shark, the school bully. Shark was a powerful duelist and a master of Xyz summons. Thanks for the duel, and for your deck. Not so fast. Who are you? My name is Yuma, and I'm Bronk's good friend. Brock and I had an arrangement. Whoever won got the other duel's deck. There's duel deck. Is that true? It is. But I had to do it. He called me a big chicken. Fine then. If you're gonna challenge my friend, then I'm gonna challenge you. If you beat me, I'll give back his deck. But if I win, Yuma, I get your deck. And on that Sunday, Yuma kept his word and faced off against Shark. What they're not mentioning is that Yuma actually has a necklace that he got from his father that's called a key. Shark takes it and smashes it, which does actually hurt Yuma's spirit for a little bit because his parents disappeared, and that key was his treasure. Hope you said your goodbyes because all your cards are about to be mine. Sorry, but the only thing that you're gonna be getting is a good old-fashioned butt kicking. When I win your duel deck, I'm gonna trash it. Then maybe you'll learn your lesson. Don't pick fights you can't win. That's where you're wrong, Shark. I'll never learn that lesson. I'll keep trying to high-five the sky because that's when you're feeling the flow. Because when you're feeling the flow, there's no going back. And speaking of feeling the flow, I so am! It is then that the golden key necklace around Yuma's neck, gifted to him by his missing parents, released something that would change his life forever. Through the key, Yuma's courage released a being from an unknown realm, a being that only he could see and hear. Who are you? Can you talk? Say something already. Astral. Huh? What's an astral? My name, if I recall. But I do not recall much of anything. Ah, great. Why do I gotta deal with this walking flashlight around before my most important duel ever? Duel? That word is familiar to me. Yes, I recall that I know how to duel. Observe. Yuma is a bit of a exception when it comes to the protagonists, the usual protagonists rather, of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. In the past, Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters, Jaden from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and Yusei from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds were all extremely skilled and were the best of their respective shows. Yuma, on the other hand, isn't that. The only thing he really knows how to do is how to summon monsters and how to attack. He doesn't know defense position. He doesn't know setting cards. He doesn't know, he doesn't really know how all the basics are. All he really knows is normal summoning, special summoning, Xyz summoning, and attacking. That's it. And and before this, he's never won a duel in his life. Yeah. It's kinda bad. Let me explain what Xyz monsters are and how they are summoned. Xyz monsters are monster cards with black frames. You can't add these cards to your main deck. Instead, Xyz monsters are kept in your extra deck like Synchro and Fusion monsters. When summoning an Xyz monster, you need a number of face-up monsters on the playfield to be used as Xyz material. In the manga and the anime, the term Xyz material is known as overlay units. But in the official card, they are known as Xyz material. In the official game, they're called Xyz material, rather. I understand why they did this, is so that, you are constantly reminded that these Xyz material, these monsters, were used for the Xyz summoning, so therefore Xyz material. But I like overlay units more, so I'm going to be calling them overlay units. The number of needed overlay units will vary between Xyz monsters. The levels of the monsters chosen to be the overlay units must match the rank of the Xyz monster you want to summon. For instance, to summon number 20 Giga Brilliant, you will need 2 level 3 monsters in play. Numbers are the big important cards in the Zexal series. There are no god cards in this series, and there are a total of over 100 number cards. So I'm not going to be covering every single number card. We're only going to be covering numbers that we would be seeing and dealing with. And keep in mind that I may not remember, some of our opponents will have multiple numbers, so I may not remember all the numbers they have. So let's keep that in mind. And since we're here, since I don't think we actually face this monster at all in the game, number 20 Giga Brilliant is a rank 3 insect type light attribute Xyz effect monster with 1800 attack points and 1800 defense points. Requires 2 level 3 monsters to Xyz summon. Once per turn, you can detach 1 overlay unit from this card. All face-up monsters you currently control gain 300 attack points. Permanently. During the main phase, the overlay units are stacked and you can summon the Xyz monster on top of them from your extra deck. This is called an Xyz summon. Let's get started. First, we'll need some monsters in play to Xyz summon. Set Des Koala in defense position. Can I actually... No, it's not letting me. Let's prepare for next turn and set Xyz Reborn. Also, just to note, Yuma doesn't have any Xyz monsters anywhere in his deck until this very duel. Now end your turn. Shark is a water duelist very similar to Mako. However, Shark has more effect monsters and is very much more like shark themed and just aggressive looking monster fish like krakens and sharks, etc. Okay, and here's his initial ace monster. Number 17, Leviathan Dragon. Holy smokes! Gravity Bind. Let's use Crane to summon Des Koala back from the graveyard. Yeah, it's not like me. Number 17, Leviathan Dragon is a rank 3 dragon type water monster, water attribute monster. Bleh, I'm stumbling over everything. Let me try that again. Number 17, Leviathan Dragon is a water attribute, rank 3 dragon type Xyz effect monster with 2000 attack points and 0 defense points. Requires 2 level 3 monsters to Xyz summon. Once per turn, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card. This card gains 500 attack points permanently. If this card has no overlay units, it cannot attack your opponent directly. Now, notice that both for Giga Brilliant and Leviathan Dragon, I said rank, not level. Those black stars are not levels. Xyz monsters actually have what's called a rank, which is basically their equivalence to a level. Officially, Xyz monsters do not have levels. Gravity Bind prevents all level 4 or higher monsters from attacking, for as long as that trap card remains face up on the field. This does not affect Xyz monsters because they don't use levels, they have ranks. So any card that affects a monster's level, an Xyz monster is immune to. Use the effect, and bring back this Koala. Now let's get ready for Xyz Summon. Let's summon MX Saber Invoker. This Xyz monster has a rank of 3, so it requires 2 level 3 overlay units. You can always see what the requirements are in the card description. So let's special summon and summon MX Saber Invoker in attack position. Can I see the card list? Yep. Okay, and this is Yuma's ace monster. Number 39 Utopia is a light attribute, rank 4 warrior type Xyz effect monster with 2500 attack points and 2000 defense points. Requires 2 level 4 monsters to Xyz summon. When a monster declares an attack, you can detach one overlay unit from this card and negate the attack. This applies to both your opponents and yourself, so you can actually negate Utopia's own attack. If this card is targeted for an attack while it has no overlay units, destroy this card. You're going to want to keep that part in mind. Because it's actually a really easy way to get rid of Utopia. When it has no overlay units, and Utopia is targeted for an attack, it self-destructs. The effect kicks in before the attack actually goes through. So, if you attack a Utopia that has no overlay units, Utopia will destroy himself, and your attack is not wasted. Meaning that you can actually choose a different target for that monster. But it wants us to Xyz summon MX Saber Invoker. So what exactly does it do? Requires 2 level 3 monsters to Xyz summon. Once per turn, you can detach one overlay unit from this card. Special summon 1 level 4 Earth Warrior or Beast Warrior monster from your deck in defense position, but destroy it during the end phase. Now let's learn how to use an Xyz monster's ability. Now let's try using this Xyz monster's effect. As you can see, if you detach a material from MX Saber Invoker, you can special summon a level 4 Earth Warrior from the deck. Activate this Xyz effect by selecting MX Saber Invoker and selecting Activate Effect from the menu. Then select Des Koala to send to the graveyard. Xyz monsters requires... Select Drowstone unit. Xyz monsters requires... overlay units to generally activate their effects. No overlay units, no effects. Now we have a monster that can destroy number 17 Leviathan Dragon. Offer 1 warrior type monster on your side of the field as a tribute to destroy 1 face up monster on the field whose defense is equal to or lower than the attack of this monster. When an Xyz monster leaves the field, all its overlay units go to the graveyard. That MX Saber Invoker is quite useful. Let's bring it back with the trap card Xyz Reborn. Let's summon another level 4 monster with MX Saber Invoker. Let's Xyz summon a monster with a different rank. With 2 level 4 monsters, you can Xyz summon the rank 4 number 39 Utopia. So let's special summon and summon number 39 Utopia in an attack position. Now we have Yuma Tsukumo out in the field. Now that's a powerful warrior worthy of the turret warrior. Let's bring back number 39 Utopia and take care of the opponent's pesky trap card Gravity Bind. Excellent. Now all that is left is to finish the duel. Notice that number 39 Utopia is not affected by Gravity Bind. Xyz monsters have a rank and do not have a level. Advance to the battle phase and attack with your Xyz monsters. With Gravity Bind gone, all your monsters can attack. After the duel, Yuma learned his new friend had some sort of affinity with these new number cards. This number card represents a piece of my memory, but just a small piece. For my memory to truly return, I must collect all 100 number cards. There are 100 number cards tied to Astral, but there's also 6 or 7 more number cards that are higher than that go over 100. That is not tied to Astral per se. We had a deal. So here's Bronk's deck back. With the exception of Yuma, anyone who has a number card is essentially affected and starts acting weird. Thank you for keeping your word. You're a good duelist. I'll see you around. Hey, perhaps we can do this again sometime. Only forget the decks. Let's just duel for good old-fashioned fun. That's the best way to feel the flow. Another thing to note. Yuma actually has 2 catchphrases. Actually technically 3 catchphrases. In the anime, he has 2 catchphrases. In the anime, 1 in the manga. In the anime, his catchphrases are high five the sky and feeling the flow. In the manga, it's I'm going to jet. Flipping out. Through Astral's guidance, Yuma's dueling abilities increased. However, his new success also attracted new duelists, focused on winning Yuma's number cards. One such competitor was Flip Turner. And when Flip found that Yuma had more than 1 number card, his focus became even clearer. I guess there are a bunch of other numbers, all the more for me to snatch up. What is it with you? Why do you gotta be so mean all the time, Flip? I'm not mean, the world is, and I learned it the hard way, Yuma. You don't know how many times my so-called friends tricked me out of my cards. That's when I realized that there was always something going on the flip side. So I took advantage. if my enemies were pretending to be nice, but were truly mean. I would pretend to be fair, but would truly cheat. And without fail, it always worked. I won at everything, including duels where winning matters the most. But that's where you're wrong, Flip. Dueling's not just about winning. It's about having fun and doing the best you can do. Flip pretended to be Yuma's fan and friend. And Flip does not have any number cards, so instead he actually steals both Leviathan Dragon and Utopia mid-duel. And he used the card that Yuma gave him, Baby Taragan, in order to... This is the card that Flip gave to Yuma, Baby Taragan rather, to accomplish this. Flip mainly uses Flip effect cards. What do we have? Baby Taragan, Utopia, Terabyte, and Leviathan Dragon. Okay. So we have another number card here. There are some other events that happens in between then and now that they're not going to show. But it's essentially against other duelists with numbers. Number 34, Terabyte, is a dark attribute, rank 3 machine type Xyz effect monster with 0 attack points and 2900 defense points. Requires 3 level 3 monsters to Xyz summon. Once per turn, you can detach 1 overlay unit from this card to target 1 level 4 or lower attack position monster your opponent controls. Gain control of it until the end phase. Yep, there's one of those flip effect. Well, not really flip effect. More like cards that activate when Flip summoned. I don't really want to use level 1 monster from your hand or deck, which we can use to summon Baby Taragan, but it's not exactly a good card. Put this card to a level 1 monster. A monster equipped with this card can attack your opponent's life points directly. Let's see what we got. Subaba Knight, Goblinberg, Stinging Swordsman, Gambara Knight, Gagagagarda. Let's bring out Subaba Knight. Get some attack points in. So, Yuma basically got Terabyte from one of his teachers that got affected by a number. He was basically sending viruses all throughout the city and was using the Crash Bug archetype. I forget what his name is. Yuma wins, but it doesn't stop the major citywide virus, only to find out that the virus actually wasn't anything life-threatening. It was literally just to bring some lights into the city. So he wasn't necessarily doing anything extremely bad, but he was causing a lot of trouble. Have fun break. Let's get rid of Copycat. And... Is we not Stinging Swordsman? Activate this card's effect so that he can attack directly. Cobra Jar. Special summon 1 poisonous snake token. When the poisonous snake token is destroyed as a result of battle, inflict 500 points of damage to your opponent's life points. Inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Oh, attacks a face-up defense position monster, not a face-down defense position monster. Take control of 1 face-up monster your opponent. Face-up monster on your opponent's side to field to the end of this turn. How many level 1s does it require? 3 level 1s. I should have summoned Copycat then. Because then I could copy Zubaba Knight. Something I should also note in both the manga and the anime. Numbers can only be destroyed by battle if it is attacked by another number. So, for instance, if he has number 34, well, no, let's have number 17 be the example. So, for instance, that duel with Shark, he had Leviathan Dragon. If we followed the anime and manga logic, or manga rules rather, Leviathan Dragon would not have been able to been destroyed by any monster unless we summoned Utopia and attacked with Utopia. This is not the case in the official card game. In the official card game, numbers can be as easily destroyed as anyone else. The only time they ever actually have protection is if the card itself states that it cannot be destroyed by battle, for instance. However, in the manga and the anime, even though only a number can destroy another number in battle, the number monsters can still be targeted by card effects. Can still be targeted and affected by all card effects. So they can actually even be destroyed by card effects. Let's get rid of that token. I'll take 500 damage, but oh well. Yes, attack directly because I won't be able to attack again otherwise. Des Lacuda. Once per turn, you can change this card to face down defense position. When this card slips, summon, draw a card. Yeah, Steve. No. The overlay network. That is actually what they are calling it, the overlay network. So like in the anime and manga, whenever they Xyz summon, they are building what's called the overlay network. No. No. He's gonna draw another card. Stealth Bird. I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna attack my weakest monster. No, I'm not gonna worry about small chip damage like this. Like 100 and 200 points of damage is easy. So they can all be flipped face down. Cannot be special summon when this card is normal summon or flipped face up. You can target one level 1 monster in your graveyard and special summon that target, but banish it when this card leaves the field. During the end phase of this card was normal summoned or flipped face up this turn, return it to the hand. I could summon Baby Turagan, but it wouldn't really be worth it right now. So let's do this instead. And I win. Yeah, that's how you blow. All my tricks and still I lost. You earned my respect the right way, by not cheating. It's gotta feel good inside, doesn't it? I'm turning over a new leaf right now. After this, Flip actually does become a friend of Yuma's. The Sparrow. Astro found himself becoming more and more acclimated to this new world that he found himself in. And as part of that, he became addicted to the enthralling action of the hit TV show starring the Sparrow. He identified with the lead character, who was also from another world. Not understanding TV, he encouraged Yuma to seek out the Sparrow's help, but Yuma was not hearing it. However, the next day at school, his friend Tori brought him some news. Hey Yuma, did you hear? The Sparrow is down by the seaport. They built a set down on South Street. We cannot squander this opportunity, Yuma. If the Sparrow really arrived here through a dimensional vortex, then there's a chance that he might know something about me and my missing memories. Astro truly thought the Sparrow might hold the key to his lost memories, while Tori wanted to indulge her schoolgirl crush. And so Yuma reluctantly agreed to try to see the Sparrow. It wasn't long before they found themselves sneaking into the TV show's set and taking a peek at the Sparrow. Unfortunately, due to a mishap, Yuma and his friends were discovered, and in the process, Yuma dropped his duel deck. As security guards escorted them out, the Sparrow suddenly descended from nowhere and rescued Yuma. Is this deck yours? Because I know it isn't mine. I must have dropped it, thanks. No need to thank me. Although I do have a small request. What is it? I would like to challenge you to a lavish duel. Awesome! You like to duel? When I'm not saving the universe, yes. Where do you say we duel right now, Sparrow? You really mean it? Great. By the way, my real name's Nelson. Nelson was excited to duel with a friend. Unfortunately, Nelson's mother interrupted the two and escorted Yuma out. That night on the deck of his hotel room, Nelson came across a mysterious number card, number 83 Galaxy Queen. When he picked it up, it overcame him, possessing him, making him believe he really was the Sparrow. Soon, Yuma and Tori heard reports the Sparrow was running amok through the city. Tori grabbed Yuma and ran to the streets in search of the Sparrow. What are we doing out here, Tori? We're out here to prove the Sparrow's innocence. Tying random people up and flipping over cars? Sparrow would never do stuff like that. It wasn't long before Yuma and Tori came across Nelson lurking the streets in the dead of night. Nelson, why are you going around attacking people dressed up like the Sparrow? I have to fulfill my duty to the Galaxy Queen. I swore to defeat the Dark Emperor, Furious Max and his minions. As for you, why have you come here? Has the Dark Emperor managed to sink his claws into you as well? Snap out of it, Nelson! If you are aligned with the Dark Emperor, then I have no choice but to battle you. If you want a battle, I challenge you to a duel. Nelson's mother was very, very strict and constantly pushed him to focus on his career, on his acting career, than just being a kid. It isn't until after this duel is when she finally decided to ease up on it. But as you can guess from the story that we got from this, his number is number 83, Galaxy Queen, which is a dark attribute, rank 1 spellcaster type Xyz effect monster with 500 attack points and 500 defense points. Requires 3 level 1 monsters. Once per turn, you can detach 1 overlay unit from this card until the opponent's next end phase. The monsters you currently control cannot be destroyed by battle, and if they attack a defense position monster, inflicts piercing battle damage to your opponent. Monster slots. Target one face-up monster you control and 1 monster in your graveyard with the same level. Banish the target from the graveyard and draw 1 card and reveal it. If the card you drew is a monster the same level as the monster on the field, special summon it. Let's set you. And what do we have? Number 39, Utopia. Number 34, Terabyte. Number 17, Leviathan Dragon. And Baby Turagan. Yeah, Yuma actually kept Baby Turagan as a legitimate gift this time. From Flip. Fiend's Sanctuary. Phoenix Beast Gyruda. Yeah, let's see if we can save Gakaka Magician for a rank 3 Xyz Summoning. Kage Tokage. You and you. Actually, no battle damage would be taken. Your monsters cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. That means my monsters, but not his. Right? That's what I'm getting from this. So then attack. Attack with Utopia. No. A hero emerges. So I could choose 1 card from his hand, and if it's a monster, he can special summon it. Ah, different dimension, Esper Star Sparrow. That's a card I honestly didn't want him to. There can only be 1 different dimension, Esper Star Sparrow on the field. Monsters you control with effects or attacks. When an opponent's monster declares a direct attack with this card from your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your graveyard in base of defense position. If summoned this way, banish it when it leaves the field. How much are you willing to bet he had 2 of those? Battle Fader. No, no point. That I will stop though. Let's get rid of Kage Tokage. You know, I wouldn't mind a level 3 monster. I really wouldn't. Heart Belt Appeal. When you take battle damage from your opponent's direct attack, take control of one face-up monster your opponent controls with the highest defense points until your next end phase. If it is a tie, you get to choose. Its effects are negated, also it cannot declare an attack. Yeah, sure. I could summon another Utopia, but that's not gonna help me. I'm better off just sticking with my guns. D-boys. Acha-cha Archer. When this card is no more flips, and inflict 500 damage to your opponent. I wish I had a way to stop the attacks. If I have some way of bringing back a monster like Gaga Magician, then... End of the battle until the end of your next standby phase. I will summon it to get some chip damage in. Another Blustering Winds. This might be just what I needed. Because I'm assuming that this can stack. It can! Iron Hammer the Giant. Yeah, basically the cards he uses is supposed to be based on the show. Gaga Magician. Except that doesn't help me. Let's at least buff up the defenses. Beast Warrior Puma. Cha-Cha Archer. That's exactly what I needed. Tap a monster your opponent controls. Level 4 or lower, that's level 10, so that won't help. So my best chance is to bring out Leviathan Dragon. Activate only when there are 3 or more cards in your opponent's spell and trap card zone. Destroy 1 card in your opponent's spell and trap card zone. So he has Call the Haunted and Big Bang Shot. 10 points of the equip monster attacks a defense position monster with piercing battle damage to your opponent. Get rid of you. Let's see. Contribute this card to add 1 different dimension Esper Star Sparrow from your deck to your or graveyard to your hand. It's the Haunted again. And a hero emerges. There's only one option. Oh no! Another Esper Star Sparrow? No point. Wait, why didn't... Can there only be 1 Esper Star Sparrow on the field? Oh yeah, so that's what's his plan. The AI probably thought he could bring down 2 Esper Star Sparrows when in reality he can't. Fiend Sanctuary. I might as well. This duel is gonna drag, which was not the intention. He has to pay 1,000 life points every time he keeps that token around. And I can't attack any of his cards. Target one face of monster you control, equip this target to that card. If your opponent controls a monster with an attack higher than the same monster's original attack, the equipped monster becomes double the equipped monster's original attack points during the damage step only. Ooh. Not yet. Let's see what he does first. Swords are prevailing light, so he's gonna stop me. You can't keep that token up forever, dude. You only have so many life points. You know what? Sure. Oh, I need 3 level 3s. Goblinberg is a level 4. Let's see what that face down card is. Oh! Oh. Well. Attempt number 2. And I can bring out Utopia right away. So let's do exactly that. Bring out Utopia right away. $3,000 attack points. Triple Star Triad. Bean Sanctuary. Ooh. Oh, I should have summoned Gaga Magician. Oh well. Finish this, Utopia. Or not. Now finish this, Utopia. With the defeat of the Sparrow, Yuma won the number 83 Galaxy Queen card, and Nelson returned to being himself. The number card unlocked yet another of Astro's memories. Basically the anti-rules in place whenever numbers are involved. Whoever wins in a duel between number users, the winner takes all of the loser's number cards. I now remember the moment I was born. The moment I was named Astro. I was entrusted with the future of my world. So in the next episode, we are going to be meeting a certain little feline kitty in Feline Frenzy. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye.